Everybody has a story. This is Jasmine's story. When I met with Jasmine to learn about her story, she told me, "I wish everyone who comes here to Canada lands in the right hands, like I finally did." So when you think about what it means to land in the right hands, what do you think of? Maybe a specific person comes to mind, or a familiar place, or an opportunity you feel hopeful about. Or perhaps, like Jasmine, you think of a time when your life didn't land in the right hands, and what it was like when it finally did. Jasmine landed in Canada less than 5 years ago. She had good education and work experience in her field. But people who were in similar situations to her told her that these things wouldn't matter once she got to Canada because, like them, she was going to work in a factory. So that's what she did. Jasmine worked in a factory day after day, putting together package after package. She was yelled at. She was afraid, but she didn't complain. She was afraid if she did, that someone would call the police on her. She didn't know what her rights were as a new employee in Canada. She was alone, and her life in a new country had not landed in the right hands. One day, Jasmine was taking part in a workshop. During this workshop, a new pair of hands opened up to her and reached out. They belonged to the social enterprise Building Up, a nonprofit construction contractor that provides an intensive pre-apprenticeship trades training for those who face barriers to employment. Jasmine realized that this was the place she needed and wanted to be. She could leave her job at the factory. She could maybe even find a job in her field. Maybe, just maybe, her life was finally going to land in the right hands. At Building Up, she was given safety shoes. But they weren't just shoes. They were what helped her walk through a door to new opportunities, to learn, to build, to design. An opportunity to find a job with purpose. She was also given a hard hat, but it wasn't just a hard hat. It was the knowledge of her rights to not be yelled at work, her rights to refuse unsafe work, her rights as a human being. And she was given a safety vest. But it wasn't just a vest. It was the people and supports wrapped around her, the people at Building Up who were and still are by her side, keeping her visible, keeping her strong, helping her grow. Knowing that you can land in the right hands means that there's also a chance of landing in the wrong hands. These wrong hands can be cold, silencing, manipulative, unfamiliar, hands that can break you down. It also means, though, that when the right hands reach out to a strong, resilient woman like Jasmine, they can be warm, safe, and giving. These are the hands that can build you up.